We are back with some more Giants franchise, and this video should be, did not mean to do that, this video should be pretty short. I'm just going to be going over some individual stuff like everyone's stats on our team and just talking about how they did and stuff like that, getting everything geared up towards the offseason. As you can see, we are still in the NFC Conference Championship, and you're wondering why things to do is blank. It's because we are in a little bit of a glitch. There's a glitch that came out, not came out, but that's happening to a bunch of other leagues too, that when you advance to the conference championship games, it just freezes. So everyone is seeing this screen. No one can play their games. We're stuck here. So that's part of the reason why I haven't been posting this that much, just because we've just been waiting. So there's two options we got. Option number one is the one we're doing currently, where we're waiting to see if EA comes out with the patch. We're giving it some time. If EA does come out with the patch or an update and it does not fix this, or just doesn't fix it itself over time, then what we're probably going to have to do is join another league. We'll have to a bunch of commissioners, and everyone's going to have to force win everyone's teams to exactly match the records and stuff to get back to this point. All the games were played in the divisional round, so all those were actually played. But right now we're stuck in the conference championship, so they'll have to force win everyone and then edit every single player for every single team back to the way that they were now. That's gonna take a while, so it might be maybe a week or two. I really have no clue how long this will take to get everything situated to the offseason where I can make the next video. But it will happen. I mean, it's gonna happen at some point. Either this is gonna get fixed and we can get things going along, or we'll just have to restart and everyone just have to grind and edit their players, get everything back to where they should be. The only problem with doing the second option is all the awards are going to be different now. I mean, they're going to be force win games, not played games, so there could be a different Rookie of the Year, different MVP, all that stuff. The records will still be the same, but the stats and everything could be different. So that's the only drawback with doing that one, because then people that made the Pro Bowl or won MVP, whatever, won't get those XP. For this, because there's certain people that won MVP and got into the Pro Bowl and won all that stuff this year where they actually played. But if we have to do the force win option, then it's just pretty much up to EA and chance at that point. But that might be what we have to do if we can't get past this. And it's the only other option really. But that is that. That's why it's been a while for another video. Next video though, whenever it happens, the next video we'll be talking about who won the Super Bowl, how the playoffs went, and then we'll be probably recapping the free agency, and then the video after that will be the draft, and then we'll be into year 2. So that is that. But before we get out of here, we're gonna go and look if I can figure out why am I struggling to look at my stats. Okay, I don't know why I was just struggling to figure that out. That's not what I wanted to go. I wanted to go to my... Jesus, dude. I am really choking right now. There we go. We wanted to go and look at our quarterbacks. Eli did not play a single snap, so good to see Daniel staying healthy. He threw for 3,796 yards, went 279 for 458, 35 touchdowns, 25 interceptions. Definitely looking to, tone that interception ratio down a little bit next season. That's the plan. I already did use the week 8 real life update thing or whatever. I did talk about that earlier, where we get 2 chances when week 8 rosters come out. We can use an upgrade on that to carry it over to our franchise, and then once the regular season ends in real life, we can do it again. I already used mine. Daniel Jones didn't get a single upgrade. He still was a 68 overall. So it was pointless to use it on him. I used it on my right guard, Zeitler. I think that's how you say his name. He went up 2 overalls or something like that. So I used it on him. He's an 89 or something. Daniel is up to a 71 overall in our franchise. He still has normal development though. So I'm thinking that we save up our tokens and we just get him to star. I think that's the best bet for us next season. We're only 4 or 6 tokens away. I'm at my max amount of tokens this season, so I gotta wait till next season to start getting more tokens, and then we'll use that to upgrade him to star. I think that's what we're gonna do. Just because if he's gonna be our quarterback, we gotta get him up there. I mean, having a 68 overall quarterback is tough. I mean, I know a lot of these picks are my fault, but there's a shitload of missed throws. Some of these picks are just on him, just bad throws. inaccurate throws and stuff like that. So we got to get him developing. He's went up just 3 overalls, which I guess is okay. I mean, I wish it was a little more. 60% completion percentage, had 237.3 yards per game, with an average QBR of 90.1. Not the best. Longest throw was that 96. I've been sacked 86 times. I mean, that's something that we gotta try to get down a little bit too. I guess Eli did play a couple snaps. He has 6 snaps played. Don't really remember that. Rushing, I mean, Saquon, absolute monster. He did miss some games for us, missed some time, but he still had 249 carries for 1,526 yards, and he averaged 6 per carry. I mean, that is something we needed in the playoff run. We needed that. Averaged over 100 a game, only fumbled 1 time. In all the games he played, had 12 touchdowns, had 11 broken tackles, 296 yards after contact. Just was an absolute monster. Was an absolute monster. Paul Perkins, I mean, he just would come in when we were up big and made some plays. Wayne Gallman, though, very interesting. I've heard people tell me that Saquon, for some reason, is pretty injury prone. I mean, he got injured in real life again, so maybe he is injury prone. But Wayne is up to star development now. He's not that bad. I mean, he's averaging pretty much 5 per carry, which is great. I mean, that's good. 103 attempts, 507 rushing yards. He's really not that bad. He really isn't. So if we have to keep Wayne, and I think we might have to re-sign him next year, I think. I'm not sure. But if we have to keep him, it might be worth it. I know some of you were saying just let him go and keep Paul, but Wayne's a solid backup. And if I'm going to be dealing with an injury-prone Saquon, then, you know, maybe Wayne's to keep, especially because he's up to star. So he's going to be going up in development and stuff. Daniel Jones did pretty good getting outside the pocket. I did fumble a couple times, but I mean, I did scramble pretty good with him. Made some decent decisions. I need to get Emmanuel Hall, I think, more involved next season with some end around plays. I've had some big chances with him on those. I just haven't really hit on them. So I wish I had more jet sweeps and stuff like that, but I only have like 1 or 2 little end around plays that I can do to my receivers. So I think I need to, either with him or Slayton, just get that more involved, I think. Really wish Slayton could have ended the year with us, but he's still with, how many games did he play? Played 10, so in 10 games he had 38 receptions, 759 yards, and 13 touchdowns. Led our team in yards, just barely. Evan Ingram did okay. I wouldn't say he did that bad. He averaged about 44 receiving yards per game. Not that bad. He's up to like an 87 overall or something absolutely insane. Only 5 touchdowns. Excuse me. Sterling came on at the very end, was kind of just like trash forever, but then really popped off at the end for us for 49 receptions, 674 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Saquon, once again, just missing him in the passing game there. He had 480 yards and 55 receptions, led our team in receptions, and Saquon is just so involved in our offense that when he goes down, it's really does suck. It really does. Golden's okay. Honestly, if in a perfect world, I wish I could get rid of him or just cut him. I mean, I really don't want this contract, and I don't want him on my team. I'd rather draft like a slot guy or something to play that, or just put Russell there or something, but we're kind of stuck with him. I can't trade him. I can't trade a player that's not a rookie until they're halfway through the deal. It's something like that. So Golden Tate has like 1 more year until I can trade him, I think. So I don't know. He's just going to start regressing, I'm pretty sure, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Russell did okay. Cody, I mean, they didn't really play that much. Hall had a couple breakout touchdowns for us, which was nice. Definitely, I think we need to get a new fullback. I want our fullback to be able to catch and do some things. I just feel like our fullback's kind of lame, to be honest. Blocking, don't really care about. Defensively, though, Ryan, our rookie middle linebacker, led us in tackles with 120 total. He had 63 solos and 57 assisted, so not bad. 17 tackles for loss, which is pretty nice. Not first though. Lorenzo Carter comes in first on the tackles for loss, which is what we expected. Our sack leader is BJ Hill with 15, followed by Dexter Lawrence with 11.5, and then Dalvin Tomlinson with 10.5, and Lorenzo with 10. All 4 of these guys, amazing. They had a great season, I think. All 4 of these people really shined. I'll get into some people on the defense that I think didn't shine in a second here. Our leading interception leader, obviously, Alec Ogletree, just because I user him. It's pretty much whoever I'm going to use is going to be our leading pick leader. Baker, in his rookie year, 7 interceptions. That's what you like to see right there out of him. He has probably been one of my most exciting people, right, besides Slayton. He's just been growing like crazy. He went up like 8 overalls or something absurd. It's insane. Jabril had that 5-pick game, which kind of skews his interception stats here. Mr. Stonehands could have a couple more, but he dropped some, which would, you know, it is what it is. Leading in deflections, DeAndre Baker. Who would have thought, dude? 19, being a beast. Apparently only allowed 2 catches, which doesn't make any sense. Forced fumbles got to be Jabril. Yep, with 3. Blocks, we had no blocks. I don't think we had a safety. Yeah, touchdown leader, I think Alec, right? Yep, 3, 2 with Jabril. We had a lot of defensive touchdowns. We had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 defensive touchdowns. That is what you want to see right there out of the defense. Kicking, it started off rough. I am not going to lie. It definitely started off rough, but I think we figured some things out. Banged a 63-yarder. Missed quite a bit of extra points. Missed 5, but we could fix that. Definitely not worried about my kicker, though. We got him extended for 3 more or 4 more years. I can't remember. So he's going to rock with us for a bit. He's a good kicker, so not too worried about that. Punter, I hate our punter. I really do. I'm sorry. I just don't think this guy's the future for us. Might have to figure something out there. Emmanuel Hall was good at the beginning of the season at kick return, but then really sucked. He was averaging like a little over 30 per return, but then dropped all the way to 26. I couldn't do anything with him. So I don't know if he's going to have that job next year, if Slayton's going to take all those duties. I'm not sure. Jabril's a punt returner wasn't that bad. I mean, he's pretty good back there. I'm not too worried. Overall, I think we had a pretty great season. I'm not going to lie. I think we did great. I mean, on total off, let's just go to my team here, the Giants. Let's go to the G. Oh, I guess we can't, huh? Oh, I guess we'll go like this. So offensively, we led our division in yards. Wow, 7,872 total yards. We had 3,217 passing yards, 2,619 rushing yards, killing them in the rush yards. Because Saquon just literally carried me, man. 35 passing touchdowns. The Redskins had 44, which is insane. We had 22 rushing touchdowns. 44 is kind of crazy. Average of 33.7 points per game. Had 244 first downs. Not bad. Not bad. Defensively was a little rough, as to be expected. We've allowed 5,838 yards. You know, got some sacks. Not bad. 67 sacks, I guess. But then you look at the Cowboys, who almost has double of me, which is just crazy. Marcus Lawrence just is insane. Definitely got more interceptions. Got almost more fumbles than the Redskins. The Redskins got a lot of fumbles too. I got a shitload of fumbles. Conversions, our conversion rates are pretty good. We're 44% on 3rd down. 4th down conversions, we were trash at. 2-point conversions, we didn't mess up a single one, which is good. You know, you gotta hit those. But these we gotta work on next season. My 4th down calls were terrible. I mean, I can remember one in the playoffs. I think I went for it twice in the playoff run and failed them both. So 4th down conversions definitely need to be worked on next season. We gotta get some better play calls out of that. Red zone efficiency. We had 49 attempts and 29 touchdowns and 12 field goals. So does that equal 49? I don't think so. 39, that only equals 41. So that means we turned it over or something happened. We missed a field goal or something 8 times, if my math is correct, which is bad. Not good. Not good right there. We don't want to be turning, especially in the red zone. Got to be smarter down there. I know I had some picks in the red zone, quite a few actually, so got to be better down there. But, I mean, not the worst ratio in the world. Defensively, they had 43 trips, 21 touchdowns, and 12 field goals with a 76% success rate. Redskins really went off in the red zone on defense. Jeez, 59%, 76, you know. I kind of, my red zone D really has never been that good. Penalties, we've been good. Or actually, we've been bad. Wow, we're at the. I was like, we've been good, but we're at the very bottom in our division. So, gotta work on that. Probably just the part of it is just the young guys. Turnover differential, we give it away 29 times, and we took it away 57 times. So, I mean, great on the turnover differential there. 28 in our favor. That is what you want to see. just gotta, the turnovers on my side kill me. I mean, I'm always gonna get turnovers. I'm always gonna be lurking, making plays, but offense is just what always kills me, man. It always does kill me. I gotta be smarter, make better reads and stuff, and part of that is just also Daniel's gotta be better too. But before we end this video, a couple of players to talk about. Yeah, he's an 88 right now, but he has a +1 morale boost thing, so he's actually an 87. So he'll be up to an 89 once we get this whole situation figured out. My guards are set. I mean, my guards are set. Nate, I'm kind of stuck with for a bit, so he's just kind of there. We need to figure out our center and right tackle spot, though. Those are bad. Tight ends are pretty good. Decent backup, you know. Evan Ingram's up to an 87. He's balling. Receivers, you already know really about receivers. Wayne, though, he's a 78. I want to know. I'm pretty sure I have to re-sign him next year, so I just want to know what he's going to be asking for, because he really isn't that bad of a backup. He really isn't. So we'll have to see. Daniel Jones up to a 71 after 1 year in the league. Definitely got to get him going, though. I mean, we got to get his stats up. So that's why I think we got to get him to star and stuff soon, as soon as we can. Safety. I don't know why Bethay's there right now. I'm not too sure. Must have got switched somehow. Julian Love. I was hoping he could be the free safety for the future for us, but I'm not sure about him. I think our free safety spot's really bad, and then you might just say, well, why don't you put Bethay there? Bethay is super old. He's slow. I like my free safeties to be really fast, which Julian Love is. He's quick, but his play recognition, everything else, it's just not there right now. So it's leaving holes in places. And I just don't know if he's going to be the guy for us for the future. Middle linebackers also don't know if they're going to be the guys for us. I don't know why everything's like weird right now. Oh, never mind. Middle linebacker 1. Okay, never mind. I'm being stupid. Yeah, don't know if these guys are going to be the future. Obviously, the Rook led us in tackles, which good for him, you know. But I just don't know. Alec Ogletree's getting up there in age. He does have a 2 overall morale boost. Good for him. But, I mean, if I wasn't using him, he probably wouldn't nearly have any of those stats. Lorenzo Carter has been absolutely amazing. He's up to superstar development. Used my tokens to get him a star, and then had a chance to get him a superstar and got it. Just barely. I didn't even think I got it, to be honest. But up to a 76. Being a beast. Got swim loop, bull rush, strip ball, all those traits, man. Just an absolute monster. Got the unfakeable ability. Once he gets to an 80 overall, we can figure out what the second one's going to be. So for now, it's just unfakeable. He's been a monster, absolute monster. Jabril, nothing to say there, just been a beast. Gonna have to sign him to a max deal next season though, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. X-Man. Now I think X-Man has been severely disappointing. I really have, because in our test league he was dominant. I mean, he was better than Lorenzo in our test league. He was amazing. I thought this guy was the real deal. I'm not going to see myself getting rid of him. He'll probably stay on the team and just be a bench player or something, or just be a depth guy, you know, or maybe come in here a couple of plays if my star needs a rest or something. But just don't think he didn't really do much. He made a couple plays, but Lorenzo way outperformed him. I know the overall difference is also pretty big, but X-Men really didn't show up that much. He really didn't. So that's kind of disappointing. DeAndre Baker, kind of weird. In my test league, he was the same way. Him and Haley were the same thing as Lorenzo and X-Man. Baker and Lorenzo in the test league were like, okay, whatever. X-Man and Haley shine in the test league. But then when we actually play, Baker and Lorenzo went off, and X-Man and Haley choked. So Baker, he's definitely going to be our corner for probably the whole entire series. I mean, already up to a 79 overall, got star development. He's a monster. Nothing really to say on him. Haley just gets torched. I mean, he's tiny too. He's 5'9". I want my corners to have at least a little bit of height on him, but he's just super small. I know some of you guys were saying maybe I can move Julian Love into the slot spot or move Haley in the slot spot or something like that, but I want to get through free agency and the draft and figure out what we got before I start making position moves and all that. Ballantyne, I think he did okay for us. You know, I don't know if he'll stay as our slot guy. We might bump Haley there, or Julian Love or something, depending on how the offseason goes and all that. But he didn't do that bad. I really don't think he did that bad. Our defensive line is amazing. I mean, this might be the D lineup for the future for us. Tomlinson's been crazy, dude. He's up to superstar development. He's at 85 overall. Means we got to pay a max deal for him too. So that's also unlucky because I don't know if I have to. I know next season I have to sign Jabril and Evan, but I can't remember if I have to sign him too or not. He also has the unfakeable trait, and he also has reach elite, which is pretty good. So he's just been amazing as well. Pennell, not that bad backup. You know, we play a 3-4, so he doesn't run that much, but he's not too bad. Dexter's been a great first round pick for us, and BJ Hill's been nice too. Got himself up to star, leading our team in sacks. I think he led our team in sacks. I already forgot, to be honest. But yeah, our defensive line's pretty much set. On defense, our major keys are another corner, a free safety, linebackers, middle linebackers, and the left side. It's got some big holes that hopefully fill throughout the offseason. Offensive side of things, got to figure out the offensive line. Maybe a receiver here or there. Maybe a fullback or something. Maybe a punter. Maybe a K returner. I don't know. We'll just have to see how the draft goes and all that. I'm also really hoping this Madden fixes itself, because another big problem that we're going to have to deal with if we have to restart the league and do all the force wins and stuff is the scouting. I mean, it's just we're probably just going to have to turn on auto scout or something, because not everyone's going to be able to have time to scout when the people are editing and force winning and stuff. So I might not even be able to scout positions I want. It's just going to be a nightmare. I mean, all the scouting is going to be a nightmare. So I'm really hoping Madden and EA can, you know, wake up, come out with the patch, fix this shit for everyone that's having problems with it, and we can continue on, because I'm trying to continue on. We'd probably already be in the off season. Like, Super Bowl probably be done by now if we hadn't had to deal with this. So because I think we've been frozen since Saturday morning or something like that. So it's been a good, like, 4 full days pretty much, something like that. I just realized I had a shitload of Coach XP. I can't remember what I was saving up for. I bought Expert Scouting. I bought, what else did I buy? Increased Player Weekly Goal XP. Oh yeah, I bought Offensive Line Boost. I was saving up, which I have enough now, to buy the Quarterback Training Boost. So we'll buy that. I'll probably, why does this display a 4K XP? Excuse me? Did it not work? Hello? Oh, it says it worked. Alright, well, I guess we'll take it then. But I need that to be the training boost thing for quarterbacks, because next season I'm gonna try to make Daniel into a god. We're gonna use our tokens, get him to star, try to play better with him, be smarter with him. I'm gonna try to make him as my focus player for the whole entire time, and just try to make him a better quarterback. Maybe get him mid-high 70s by the end of next season. That would be perfect, because he's only won up 3 overalls this year for us. I was hoping he can go up a little more, especially seeing how Baker's developed and Lorenzo and all those guys. But it is what it is, you know. We can't complain. But I'm gonna end the video here. Next video will be free agency stuff, talking about all that if we ever get there. And then I'll just let you guys know in that video if we had to restart or if Madden fixed their shit or all that stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.